The aim of this project is to provide support to local teachers working in underprivileged preschools and to assist young learners to develop important skills. The areas that volunteers assist with are English language skills, maths activities, creative activities, and physical development. The school we are currently assisting is Wonderland Preschool. This school was identified with the assistance of the Neisner Education Trust. Edge of Africa have been assisting local preschools since 2007. Last year, 575 volunteer hours were contributed to this project. Children attending preschool are aged from 2 years old to 6 years old, and sometimes there are some babies too. Children learn a little bit of the three main languages in the area, Xhosa, Afrikaans and English. However, the main focus is generally on the language spoken by the teachers, Xhosa or Afrikaans, so we focus only on English as this is the weakest language. There are often 70 to 80 children attending the schools. However, volunteers generally work with the older children, aged 5 to 6 year olds, and there are usually 20 to 25 children in this group. You will always have the support of the preschool teachers and will usually also be accompanied by an EDGE coordinator. However, you do need to be prepared to work independently with groups of children. You are working with young children who often have a short attention span. Don't be disheartened if an activity doesn't go to plan. Just wrap it up and move on to something else. You will need to prepare activities based on the current content theme. An example of a theme is My Family, as well as maths activities and activities for structured play. In the office, you will find different preschool theme folders which contain resources such as activity outlines, flashcards and colouring sheets, as well as a folder containing maths activities. These resources are there for you to use, and you are also welcome to develop your own resources as well. You will need to make sure that you take with you enough paper, worksheets, colouring pencils and any other resources required depending on the number of children you are working with. This can be confirmed with the teacher. You will also need to prepare resources for playtime, such as songs, action games, puzzles, parachute games, or ball games. There are toys, puzzles, and balls in the office that you can take with you to the school. At 9 o'clock, children begin with the morning ring, where they practice days of the week, months, weather, and numbers in the 3 languages. The morning ring lasts about 10 to 15 minutes. After the morning ring, the children sit at their tables, and you will have this time to run your main content theme activities, including discussion and a creative activity. You can also include maths activities in this time slot. 10:30 till 11 o'clock is snack time. At 11 o'clock, the children go outside for structured outdoor play and free play. The children normally begin by forming a circle and doing songs and action rhymes, so this is a good opportunity to introduce any songs or rhymes that are relevant to the current theme. Following this, any ball games and parachute games are good for developing motor skills. At 12 o'clock, after playtime, the children will come back inside for story time. You will need to identify a story that is relevant to the current theme. There are several books at the school that you can use, and there are also books at the office. You may also be able to find online resources. When introducing vocabulary, a good method to use is the Montessori 3-period structure. For example, if you were teaching the colours red, yellow and blue, you would start with the first period, the This Is period. You would place the yellow card in front of the child and say, "This is yellow, can you say yellow?" You would then remove the yellow card and place the next card down, repeating the method until you have done all 3 colours. The second period is the Show Me period. This time you place all 3 colours down and ask the child to show you the red card, then the yellow card, then the blue card. The third period is the what is this period. This time you place one colour down and ask the child, can you tell me what colour this is? This method can be applied to any vocabulary and can use either pictures or real objects. The amount of time you spend on each period will depend on how well the children are coping with the vocabulary. Make sure you have all the materials that you need. Appear enthusiastic and interested towards the children and the lesson. Set your materials carefully and neatly. Children model behaviour that they observe. Speak slowly and pronounce accurately. Children often watch your lips move while you talk to try to grasp how to say the word. Reduce confusion by having a lesson planned beforehand. Practice the lesson beforehand whenever possible. Remember that less is more. Don't try to teach a child too much in a small time frame. Never force a child to do an activity that they don't want to do. If you do not have their initial attention, it will not magically appear. The lesson will not be absorbed by the child and is therefore a waste of time. Never turn down a child who asks for help, but help them to do it by themselves.